guys, I am here today with my Holy Grail Skincare Products, but quickly before I get into it, I have to say two things. I am hypo AF right now, and I don't know why. I'm just in a really good mood and I'm feeling very hypo. And also my hands look really orange in the viewfinder, but I swear they don't look that bad in real life. We're just gonna rock it. We're just gonna rock the orange hands. We're gonna get stuck into sharing about my favorite Holy Grail skincare products. If you guys want to see more skincare related content here on my channel, let me know, because I can definitely do more. I don't do much of it just because I just didn't think anyone was that interested, but I've had so many people messaging me asking what products I've been using lately, because I guess you guys have noticed a difference in my skin as well, which makes me really happy because I feel like I've noticed a difference too. And if you guys have as well, it's not all in my head. It's obviously, it's a thing, it's happening, my skin's getting better, and I'm oh so very happy. As a teenager and as someone in my very early 20s, I never had any skin issues. I never really got pimples or anything like that. I had like slightly enlarged pores and used to get the odd blackhead, but no acne whatsoever. I was very lucky as a teenager. And then as I sort of got to like my mid-20s, I started getting the most horrible hormonal breakouts. They were all kind of congested in under my chin. I still got the odd one around my chin, around this area. And honestly, guys, it was really upsetting. So I started going to get facials and stuff like that to try and help with the acne, because I was just kind of like, I don't really understand what I'm doing wrong. And my beauty therapist, she was telling me like, Hannah, I think it's hormonal. We can definitely do facials and it's going to help treat them to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, you're going to keep getting them because it's hormonal. So I finally went to the doctors and I was like, Doc, I don't know what's going on. I never had acne, and now all of a sudden I've got like these big, massive lumps under the skin, and they were massive. And there's a bug in here. Where did you come from? I'm just trying to talk, bug, and you interrupted me. Stay over there near that light and don't come near me again, or else I'll kill you. They were so painful. It used to ache, like I'd touch my face and it would ache. And she just said to me, well, we probably need to change your contraceptive pill. So I have actually been on the contraceptive pill since I was about 16. So I've been on it for a very long time, and I have been on it for a preventative of getting pregnant. That is definitely why I take the pill, because I don't want a baby anytime soon. Like, I love my nephews and I love my friends' kids, but I'm not ready to be a mum myself. I'm just going to stick to fur children. So she changed my contraceptive pill, and I do think a big part of why that hormonal acne cleared up is because of the contraceptive pill I changed to. Now, I don't want to give you medical advice because I'm obviously not a doctor, I'm not a specialist or anything like that, but if you're having serious issues with your skin, go see your doctor. The contraceptive pill may not be the best solution for you, but your doctors may have other solutions if your general skincare regime has not been able to clear up your acne. So that's essentially what I'm getting at. If you guys have been using all these amazing, wonderful cosmetics that, you know, everyone raves about, that the world says is the best, and you still have acne, go see your doctor. I honestly wish I had done it sooner. I spent like a year and a half with these horrible cystic painful lumps around my face, and no joke, when I changed to the new contraceptive pill, which is the Estelle pill, in case you guys were wondering, it is used to help treat acne. It can have other adverse effects, so some people do experience weight gain and things like that. I definitely did gain a little bit of weight, but I feel like I was very lucky and it went majority in my boobs. Like, talk about strike gold. Not only did it clear up my acne in literally, I think I've been taking it for 2 months, and at the 2-month point I was acne free. I had not a single pimple left on my face, but it also made my boobs go up a whole nother cup size. Like, I still don't have much, I'm still in the B cup, but an A to a B, yes, I was so excited. So anyway, I have a really good skincare regime that I feel like, although it didn't cure my acne issues, it has certainly helped with things like my skin brightness, my skin texture, my skin's just overall elasticity. So I guess the first thing I'll talk about is, let's go like when we're removing our makeup. So I use two different things. The first thing is the simple Kind to Skin cleansing facial wipes. Now, I really only use these when I'm like traveling and stuff like that, or if I'm planning, or like if I want to take off my makeup but I'm not ready to actually wash my face. So the simple wipes are some of the cheapest that you can find in Australia. So you can buy these at your local Woolworths, at Priceline pharmacies. They're literally one of the best facial wipes I've ever tried in my entire life. They don't leave me feeling too dry, and they don't irritate my eyes, which is why I love them. I've come to the conclusion that any sort of product that makes my skin feel too thirsty, I don't want to touch. Like, even though I'm combo skin, so I get a little bit oily, I still don't want want my skin to feel dehydrated. So I really like these because they don't suck the life out of my skin. Then secondly, I also like the Garnier Micellar Water all-in-one cleanser. So it removes makeup, purifies, mattifies, and no rinsing needed. So typically I wipe over my face with this when I might still have some eye makeup and stuff on. So I do use it to remove my eye makeup. I feel like it is gentle enough that it doesn't irritate my eyes. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I have eye issues. I do have a genetic eye disease, so I do have to be careful what I use around them. So if anything has too much of a strong fragrance, it actually irritates the surface of my eye. So my eye disease is all to do with the actual lens, the surface of my eye. So I don't know, it's something about fragrance. Any strong fragrances just really bother it. And this doesn't. I feel like I can take my makeup off with ease with it. I like how it leaves my skin feeling. It doesn't feel too dry after I've used this. And I just like always having one of these in my drawer. Then the real MVP when it comes to makeup removal is a Dermalogica pre-cleanse. Now this is only a recent discovery. This stuff is so freaking good. I'm like honestly in love with it. So it's an oil-based cleansing oil. So it helps to melt all your makeup. So what I do is when I'm about to jump in the shower, I simply turn the shower on, I squirt out 2 pumps of this and I just rub it all over my face, all over it, and it just breaks down all the makeup. And then I jump straight in the shower and rinse it off, and then I go in with cleanser, and it just really helps to remove my makeup with ease because it's just so gentle on your face and it doesn't leave me feeling too dry and dehydrated. It's just so good, and it's like safe around your eyes and stuff like that. I'm literally in love with it. It is so good. If you guys haven't tried out Dermalogica, definitely try out their pre-cleanse. It is bomb AF. Then next up, my Holy Grail cleanser is the Real You Gentle Foaming Wash Cleanser. So I have been using this on and off now ever since I started my YouTube. So Ebony from Real You is one of the first ever like brands that reached out to me and sent me PR. I believe this is like maybe my 2nd or 3rd PR package I ever received was some of their skincare. I just feel like this really helps to clean and purify my skin without sucking the life out of it. Like what I was saying before, everything I use, I just want to be gentle enough, like strong enough that it like does its job, but gentle enough that it doesn't leave my skin feeling like crepe paper. It's designed to effectively clean problem skin without removing all the skin's natural oils and over dry, which I totally agree. It 110% does that. I can't live without it. It's just a really great cleanser. I've got a Murad Acne Spot Fast Fix treatment. Now I actually got this when I was in LA nearly a year ago now, so I probably actually need to throw it out soon. It might be expired soon, but this is one of the best spot treatments I've ever used. If I have a pimple that's sort of under the skin that's really wanting to push through, like you know when you get those pimples that they're just kind of really slow to the party and you kind of like, you just want it to come up already so you can either pop it and get rid of it or like just go away already. Like one or the other, either come up with a head or go away. I feel like with this, if it's got something in it, it will help bring it to the surface. I know you're not supposed to pop pimples, but guys, I'm not gonna lie, if I get a pimple that can be satisfying to pop, I will pop it. Popped the pimple, then I put this on the pimple after I popped it. That's a mouthful. And no joke, the next day, it was gone. The pimple was gone. There was nothing left. I was like, Murad hooking his sister up. Loves it. Then next up from Murad, I have a Hydrodynamic Quenching Essence. And it is so nice. So it is like a hydrating serum, cream, sort of thing. So what I do is I apply this at night time. So after I've freshly cleansed, I get out of the shower, I apply this first and let it sink in. And it's not too heavy. It's very nice on the skin, whereas then when I put it on, I feel like my skin actually drinks it up. I like products that are nourishing but don't like sit on the surface of your face too much. And I feel like this is one of those products that does that. It really sinks in and feels so good. So I use that first and then I go in with the Algae Recharging Night Press Serum. I think that's how you say that, Algae. I've never heard of this brand before, but I got this in my most recent Sephora showcase bag. And when you look at it, it's like a really thick consistency, sort of balmy product. But you dig into it and when you apply it to your face, it just melts in. So I use this after I've used the Murad product, whatever the hell it's called. I put this on next and it smells really good for starters. I don't know what it smells like. I feel like it kind of has like amber scents in it, but it's a really great night cream. It makes my skin feel so hydrated, and when you apply it, it goes on quite thick, but then it really absorbs into the skin properly, which I love so much. So it's a really great night cream. I'm super happy to have that. This next night cream is like, I feel like this is unicorn tears bottled. Honestly, it is so good. It is a Nerium Age Defying Night Cream. So I was sent this. Did you guys just hear my dogs like having a shit fit at each other? Now Brett's home. I'm just going to talk through the garage door because otherwise I'm going to lose my train of thought, and I'm on a roll and I don't want to lose my train of thought. So this is the Age Defying Night Cream, and I was sent this, and you guys, I kind of wish I wasn't, because it is like so good, but it is so expensive. So I'm totally out of this. This is totally empty, but I just can't bring myself to spend $160 on a night cream. I just feel like I'm not that bougie and I'm not that rich to be able to afford to be doing things like that. So they do have like a sign up program where you can, it's nearly like you sign up for a monthly delivery and you can get it for $120 a month. But I don't think I would use one of these full things in a month. But honestly, when my other night cream runs out, I think I'm going to have to purchase this, because seriously, as much as it is ridiculously overpriced, it is ridiculously good too. Like, that's the thing, like when can you justify spending money? Like, I feel like that price tag is just so nuts, but the product is so good that I would definitely at some point in time pay $160 to own it again, because I miss it. Oh, it's really interesting how this night cream works. So you actually apply it to a damp face. So what I do is, after I get out of the shower and I've cleansed and everything, I just pat a little bit of water over my face, then you apply this on top, and it comes out like, it's like a thicker sort of cream, and the water just helps it blend into your skin more. So it's a very interesting product, but I swear to you guys, this changed the texture of my skin. My skin like has never felt so baby smooth and plump in my entire life. This does have collagen or like properties in it to help with collagen production, and I'm telling you, I feel like I noticed it working. Like, it is so good. Just like I said, it is so freaking expensive that it makes me nearly vomit. Oh, it's like a love-hate. Like, I love you so much, but I hate that you're so expensive. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on about that now. This is also a recent discovery. It's a Murad Rapid Resurfacing Peel 10% Glycolic Acid Wipes. So they come in little sachets. It's a bit like when you go to KFC and you get your burger and you get your little hand towel. That's what these are like. So they're in a little single-use sachet. I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember now. You swipe the towelette over a clean face, neck, and chest. Allow 3 minutes for full absorption. Do not rinse and then follow with moisturizer. You can use 2 to 3 times a week. It peels, neutralizes, and brightens skin. So it's actually like an exfoliating product. So it's going to help get rid of any of your sort of dead skin. As you guys would notice in my skincare regime products, I don't use any actual sort of like exfoliating cleanser. I literally don't own one. I don't have one in my collection. Well, I do actually. I do own them, but I don't use them because I don't like how they make my skin feel. I feel a little bit too rough for my liking, and although I'm not super sensitive, I just don't vibe with them. Whilst these I vibe with because they're literally like a little towelette, like they're just like a makeup wipe, but they have the 10% glycolic acid. So when you wipe it on your face, you can feel the active ingredients. Like, it kind of has that little tingly feeling, and the next day my face literally looks amazing. So what I would do is, straight after cleansing, use one of these and then go with my hydrating products, and it's just, your skin's gonna love you for it. So next up, I have my 2 favorite daytime moisturizers. So I've got the Active Moist by Dermalogica, and this is an oil-free lightweight moisturizer to hydrate combination skin types. This is such a great daytime moisturizer. I seriously love how it feels on the skin. When I put it on my face, I feel like it gives me that hydration without making me oily. And like I was saying earlier, because I am a combo skin type, I do get quite an oily forehead. And I was using this moisturizer. This is the Natio, I don't even care how you say it, it's one or the other. And it's a natural vitamin E moisturizing cream. Now, this obviously does contain oil in it. I do love how it makes my skin feel, but just because in summertime in particular, I'm a little bit better in winter, but in summertime in particular, I get so oily. So it's really important to use a moisturizer that's oil free. And this is literally one of the best I've ever tried. And it's such a good sized tube. It's so good. I really love Dermalogica at the moment. They sent me some products and I'm really impressed with everything I've tried so far. Now, also, I can't function without out a good under eye cream. This is the Tarte Marajuka C Brighter Eye Treatment. I don't really notice it doing anything with my dark circles. If you guys have seen me without makeup, I do have incredibly dark purple bluish under eye circles. I don't so much notice it improving that. However, I do find, because as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm nearly 28 and I'm getting fine lines and stuff like that. You can get fine lines from like your 20s, like 18-year-olds have fine lines too. So I'm literally not being ageist. Age is only a number, it's about how you feel. But I am starting to get fine lines under my eyes. The good thing is it's kind of like where I put my shadow, so you can't really notice it too much. But I feel like I want to keep my under eyes hydrated, because the more hydrated you are with drinking water and obviously using skincare, the less fine lines you're going to have, because when you're hydrated, your skin's plumper. So it's really important to use an under eye cream just to keep them moisturized, and also because that skin is so sensitive. And if you're using products like if you're using like the Tarte Shape Tape, you need to use a good under eye cream, because this is quite drying and it's quite heavy and quite cakey, so you want it to go on a really nice hydrated surface. And then last but certainly not least, my favorite at home mask to use at the moment is the Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Detoxify and Brighten Purifying Pink Clay Mask. I did a whole video on this mask, so I will link it below if you guys haven't checked it out. It is bomb. It is just a really nice, simple clay mask. Nothing overly complicated, but I feel like it makes such a difference to my skin. It definitely brightens, it definitely tightens my pores, and it just makes me feel less congested. So the other day I got home from Sydney, and because obviously the weather in Sydney is very different to where I live, I find it's a lot more humid in Sydney. So whenever I get home, I feel like I kind of have like a film on my skin. And you know what? A lot of it is probably pollution too, which I know that sounds crazy, but when you come from a country town and you go to a big city like Sydney, the pollution, I feel like, affects everything, including your skin. So I got home and I did this mask as soon as I got home, and I just felt like it just cleared my skin. It just sucked all the yuck, all the dirt off it. It helped clear out my pores a little bit more and tighten them. And you guys, this really does tighten your pores. I know there's like a lot of conspiracies on the internet, like a lot of people are like, oh, but you know, you can't get rid of your pores. And it's not about getting rid of your pores, it's about making them smaller so they're not as noticeable. Because obviously it's all about genetics. So your genetics play a massive role in your pore size. So like if your parents have enlarged pores, you most likely will have enlarged pores too. Pores are important because pores are how your skin breathes and everything like that. But it's also important to get your pores clear. And you also don't have to have gaping massive holes for pores, which is where products like this come into play. It doesn't like get rid of them, it just like tightens them and reduces the size of them. So it's not going to cause any problems for your skin, it's just going to make everything look nicer. But it's a really great mask, I love it. I do also really like the Glam Glow Super Mud Mask. I don't have any of it at the moment, but this is one that I'm using and I would highly recommend it. It's great, and they're Australian owned, Australian manufactured, and all Australian ingredients. And because I am Australian, you guys know I wear that with a badge of honor. I'm going to support them because they are bomb. And their mask is bomb as well. So yeah, so that is all my skincare goodies, my Holy Grail products. I feel like I hardly drew a breath in that video. I'm so sorry if I was on another level. I kind of like being on another level though, I'm not gonna lie. But if you guys have any product recommendations for me, be sure to comment them below. I'd love to know some of your Holy Grail products. I'm always interested in hearing what you guys use too. I know as much as you're watching my videos to see what I like hearing what you like just as much. So be sure to comment it below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're a new face. Hello, you shouldn't leave without subscribing. And I think that's everything. Pretty sure it's everything. If it's not, I will put it in the description box. So thank you so very much for watching, guys, and I'll be talking to you all really soon. Bye.